live from WTVO Rockford and your home team. Eyewitness News at 5 starts now.
For the second time this year, a Rockford police officer shoots and kills a suspect. The man's actions that police say justified pulling the trigger. Many state line families are headed out of town for the holiday weekend. The tips experts suggest you follow before hitting the road. And 100 years and still going strong. A Rockford golf course celebrates a century in the city, and that means a special deal for golfers this weekend. Good evening, I'm Mimi Murphy. Eric Wilson is off tonight. The Labor Day weekend is one of the most traveled holidays in the year. Nicole Delgado caught up with a few families as they headed out. Nicole?
That's right, Mimi. AAA says it is the busiest travel day of the Labor Day weekend. 80% of people are expected to drive somewhere. Many drivers say the key to a long drive is good snacks, music playlists, and a podcast.
Easy trip. It's a straight shot. Good rest stops along the way.
AAA recommends drivers to leave early. That's what Tara and Annie Palm did for their 7-hour drive from Minneapolis, Minnesota to Chicago for a college move-in at DePaul University.
My husband is from Rockford, so we have made the trip quite often, not all the way to Chicago, but to this area quite a bit for the last 20 years.
Prices are at their lowest since early March. According to Gas Buddy, the lowest price of gas is $3.48. Donna McCormick is traveling from Plattsville, Wisconsin, and she is heading to Chicago. She says she can bear with the gas prices.
Gas price is pretty good. It's come down tremendously since the last time I traveled from the 4th of July weekend. So it's a better holiday weekend as far as traveling with the gas prices. I could bear with it.
Dominic Moore has an 8-hour drive from Kalamazoo, Michigan to Makefield, Michigan for a basketball tournament. He says his main goal in this travel weekend is to stay safe. AAA advises drivers to check their car batteries and make sure to have a full tank of gas.
I always have my head on a swivel. You know, I'm not the most perfect driver, but, you know, you could be doing the right thing, doing all the right things, and out of nowhere, you know, something happens. But for us, it's been perfectly fine. Seen a lot of state police.
To pass the long-hour drive, many have said they play their favorite songs or play games.
Listen to like podcasts. I've been passing the time by making friendship bracelets for myself. Yeah, kind of relaxing. We've done this drive a lot, so it's not a big deal.
AAA says the next best travel time is late at night. For more travel tips, go to mystateline.com. Mimi?
All right, thanks, Nicole. Travelers will take to the skies this weekend as well. O'Hare and Midway airports expect to see 7% more passengers between today and Tuesday. That comes out to roughly 1.5 million people. The TSA recommends travelers come at least 2 hours before their flights to get through security. Also, the U.S. Department of Transportation launched a new website for passengers or anyone dealing with delays or cancellations. They can go there online and find out what services airlines should provide. We've posted a link to that on our website, mystateline.com. Expect more police officers if you're headed into Chicago. The first K-9 teams are now on patrol at train stations across the city. It consists of 2 unarmed guards and a dog. More waves of teams will be deployed over the weekend. The CTA says this is to improve safety for riders and employees. The guards are not replacing existing law enforcement for CTA. An officer-involved shooting ends in the death of a Rockford man. This happened around 8:30 Thursday evening inside a Linden Road home near Alpine Road. Police say officers were called to the scene after a woman had locked herself into a bathroom during a domestic dispute. During the 911 call, police say Peter Yeager could be heard yelling at his wife and threatening to commit suicide by police. Once at the home, a commotion could be heard outside. Officers entered the home. Police say they discovered Yeager. He was allegedly armed with a gun. One officer opened fire. Yeager was hit 4 times. He was taken to a local hospital where he died.
We have followed our protocol. The Integrity Task Force has been called in, and we are no longer involved in the investigation. So anything that's acquired from this point on will come from the Winnebago-Boone County Integrity Task Force.
This is the second deadly officer-involved shooting in Rockford this year. In May, a man was killed by law enforcement outside Rockford's casino. Thursday, Winnebago County State's Attorney Jay Hanley cleared the officers involved in that case. A Rockford Police detective is expected to survive after investigators say a woman hit him with a car. This happened early Thursday morning. Officers raided a home on Coliseum Drive near Bell School Road in East State. Police were looking for Devon Lewis, wanted on weapons and drug charges. As he was being arrested, police say this woman got into a car and drove into a detective. During this time, investigators say Lewis punched an officer. Both were arrested and face additional charges for fighting with police. A woman and her dog die after a car crashes into them last night in Boone County. It happened just before 7 on Kelly Road near Beloit and Argyle Roads. The victim's been identified as 68-year-old Caledonia resident Sandra Berg. Police are still looking into what led to the crash. No charges have been filed against the driver at this time. Job growth across the country slowed down a bit in August. Businesses added 315,000 positions. That's down more than 200,000 from July. The unemployment rate went up to 3.7%. Analysts say more people are looking for work but not finding a job right away. The figures may allow the Federal Reserve to raise its short-term interest rate by a lesser amount than expected. Golfers can play around on one of Rockford's oldest courses while also helping celebrate its birthday. The Ingersoll Golf Course opened on this day 100 years ago. It's the second oldest course in the city. To celebrate, the Rockford Park District is offering a discount to play. $22 gets you 18 holes and a cart. The Park District says generations of families learned and enhanced their golfing skills on this course over the years.
Folks young and old have come out here. Children and grandchildren, grandparents and parents come out here to recreate. Quality of life that it brings to the community is just outstanding. So it's really a gateway into the west side of the city. So we're super proud of the team that holds this thing together, that maintains this facility and has for 100 years.
The course is named after Lieutenant Clayton Ingersoll. He died while serving in France during World War I. His parents donated the land where the course now sits. It's another sign summer is coming to an end. The ski broncs are set for their final show of the season. The water ski team proved they are one of the best in the country. Last month, they competed in a national championship tournament at their home, Shorewood Park. They placed in the top 12 and also earned the highest scoring pyramid act. Tonight's show starts at 7. The affidavit detailing the FBI raid of former President Trump's home was met with a lot of criticism. Some of that due to most of the details being blacked out. Now, more of the affidavit's been released to the public.
And temperatures today remained a little bit warm into the low and even a couple spots in the mid-80s with plenty of sunshine. A cold front through the rest of the weekend could bring us some storm chances tomorrow. I'll break down the details and timing coming up in just a few minutes.
You're watching Eyewitness News, your home team with Eric Wilson, Mimi Murphy, Scott Leber, and meteorologist Jordan Wolf.
We're learning more about what FBI agents seized during their raid on former President Donald Trump's home last month. A federal judge unsealed a more detailed list, as well as the circumstances on how items were found. Madeline Rivera reports that list included things like books, clothes, and classified documents, all mixed together.
A more detailed inventory of the 33 boxes taken from Mar-a-Lago shows classified documents were stashed in containers filled with other miscellaneous items. In one box, 7 government records marked top secret were mixed in with magazines, newspapers, and other articles. There were also 43 empty folders with classified banners. Overall, more than 10,000 government records with no classification markings were recovered.
Even if they're classified, even if they're subject to executive privilege, they still belong to the government.
Former Attorney General Bill Barr is skeptical of his former boss's claim that he had declassified top secret files.
If in fact he sort of stood over scores of boxes, not really knowing what was in them, and said, I hereby declassify everything in here, that would be such an abuse.
The Justice Department says it is continuing to see if any items are subject to attorney-client privilege. Judge Eileen Cannon releasing the inventory one day after she heard arguments over whether a neutral third party should be appointed to review the documents.
She's going to likely want to just go ahead and name the special master. That could be a retired judge or someone who's dealt with these cases in the past.
Judge Cannon had signaled she is open to appointing a special master, but hasn't yet made a final decision.
I think a special master would provide that oversight and accountability that would, allay a lot of Americans' fears.
That was Madeline Rivera reporting. House Republican leaders have sent a letter to Attorney General Merrick Garland and FBI Director Christopher Wray, calling for them to participate in public hearings regarding the search. It's been a bit warm and humid the past few days, but lots of sunshine. Things could cool down a bit over the weekend. Jordan lets us know if any rain will dampen your Labor Day plans. That's coming up next.
Now, your first warned weather forecast from meteorologist Jordan Wolf.
Well, now that meteorological fall has officially begun as of yesterday, we can take a look back at some of our numbers from the month of August. Specifically, temperatures here for the month of August, our average high temperature was just above 82 degrees, so just a little bit above that average mark of 82 degrees as well. As far as rainfall and precipitation goes, that's where we see a little bit more of a difference. We had just under 8.9 inches of rainfall in the month of August, which is more than double what we would typically expect to see in the month of August. And that actually led to a month of August being the 7th wettest August on record, at least here in Rockford. Some areas picked up quite a bit of rainfall further out to the west, and whereas closer to Chicago area, they actually saw below average rainfall for the month of August. So that just goes to show how much of a variation you can have, especially with thunderstorms being the main driver of some of that precipitation in those later months. Right now, not looking at anything here on satellite and radar, still actually pretty quiet, just a couple of clouds working their way in. But if we turn our eyes a little bit further to the north and northwest, there is a cold front that will eventually work its way closer to the state line, and that'll bring us a couple chances for some showers and storms tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening. Right now, still holding on to those clearer conditions. SkyTrack camera out there overlooking Rochelle. Still a beautiful blue sky out there here this afternoon. Underneath that, temperatures remaining a little bit warmer and even feeling a little bit warmer than that. Some heat index values up into the mid 80s. Whereas temperatures remaining in the low 80s for most of us right now. Check in with one of our weather watchers here, Mike, just north of Foreston, reporting a temperature of 79 degrees, and those dew points definitely making that 79 feel a little bit warmer than that, probably into the low 80s. That humidity that we will continue to hold on to for the overnight tonight only allows our temperatures to fall to around 67 degrees, even though we have pretty clear skies for the most part for most of us during the evening. Tomorrow we get a little bit warmer again for the afternoon as temperatures topping out in the low 80s, but a chance for some showers and even some storms working their way in for the afternoon and into the evening hours as well. So Futurecast brings in some pretty cloudy conditions for the overnight tonight, and that's where temperatures only drop to the 60s. Tomorrow morning, we initially have a couple chances for some showers earlier on. The higher chance or the higher coverage of showers and storms comes later on into the afternoon, early evening hours, as temperatures top out in the low 80s. Some cloud cover works back in for Sunday as temperatures only top out right around that 80-degree mark, maybe even just a little bit lower than that for Sunday. That's where we're going to continue to see those temperatures working in for the holiday weekend. Still into the 80s for the next couple of days. Holiday weekend actually looking pretty great after Saturday. When we get those storm chances that work their way out, we're actually looking quite a bit cooler. There's also plenty of sunshine working in for the back half of the week. So 7-day forecast beyond that remaining like that as well. Still a chance for storms tomorrow, but we're cooling back down and clearing out through the holiday. And then we're back into the mid 80s for the rest of the week and into next weekend.
Nice and warm. All right, thanks, Jordan. There'll be lots of high school football action around the area tonight. One of the biggest games will be at Harlem, where the Huskies will host Hananiga. Scott Leber joins us live from there next in sports.
Now sports with sports director Scott Leber.
We are 2 weeks deep now into this high school football season, and we're going to learn a whole lot tonight about the Nick 10 Conference, because two of the conference's top contenders are ready to go at it here at Harlem High School. The Huskies will be hosting the Hananiga Indians. Both teams won their openers last week, but then both head coaches of these teams would admit there is plenty of room for improvement. The team that improves the most tonight will most likely come away with a win. Hananiga is the defending Nick 10 champion. Harlem won the conference 2 years ago. Last year they met in week 1, and that game was a nail-biter won by the Indians 14-6. I went to practices for both teams this week, and I asked the coaches to describe what they saw on film from their opponent last week.
Harlem will surprise you every year. They came out with some new wrinkles offensively. I think defensively they're still, the same sound, solid defense that we've expected to see the last 3 or 4 or 5 years out of Coach Moynihan and Coach Du Bois. Those guys do a great job of getting the most out of their kids, working hard in the weight room, etc. So yeah, they came out. We saw a couple of new formations out of them, which who knows week 2 if that's what we'll see or not. But certainly, you got to prepare for what you see and what we've seen in the past.
They look solid. They fire off the ball. They play hard. I mean, that's a big thing about with high school sports. If you can get your players to play hard, anything can happen. And I think their guys are well coached and they play very hard. I think when we put us two together, Hano and Harlem, I think anything can go. I mean, if you look at them, they've all been nail biters.
I expect nothing less here tonight. Let's look at the other matchups in the Nick 10 tonight. We've got a good one that we should have with Belvedere North taking on East at Swanson Stadium. Guilford will play at Auburn. That should be a humdinger as well. Jefferson of Boylan, Freeport, and Belvedere, they're going to play tomorrow afternoon at Belvedere. Some of the other key games we'll be following tonight are Dupac at Forreston, Lena Winslow at Dakota, Byron at Winnebago, Dixon at North Boone, and Genoa Kingston at Lutheran. Reagan Holgate and I will have all your highlights for you tonight on Overtime. It's live at 11 o'clock on Fox 39. If you're a Bears fan and you've been clamoring for a change at the top, it's coming. The Bears have announced that team president and CEO Ted Phillips will retire at the end of this year. Phillips has been president since 1999. He has worked for the Bears for 40 seasons. He's the only team president the Bears have had who wasn't a member of the McCaskey family. A search for his successor is underway. Expansion is coming to the college football playoffs. Boys at ever, going from 4 teams to not 6, not 8, but 12 teams. The 11-person board of managers has unanimously approved the expansion. When it'll start is up in the air, but it won't be this year, but there is some urgency to get this thing done quickly. Wild Horses couldn't keep me away from this game tomorrow. It'll be like a playoff game. Number 5 Notre Dame and number 2 Ohio State. You can see it right here on WTVO starting at 6:30. That's a look at sports from Harlem High School. We'll be right back.
First one, interactive radar from Rockford Auto Glass and More. Still showing clear skies right now, but chances for storms tomorrow. We're cool and clear for the holiday weekend, Phil.
Thanks, Jordan, and thanks for joining us. Have a good evening.